It's Week 10 of the National Football League, and the spotlight is on these Chiefs burner at wide receiver, as utter dominance has moved him within range of the single-season receiving record.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Now, this thing gets marked where it went out of bounds, so they're going to have really good starting field position near midfield. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They run it again with Kamara. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and attack them and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Throwing, Cousins. And he will find his man on the outside.
And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field.
We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a while.
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints.
Alvin Kamara with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. That time a 6-play drive, and the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl-type season, and maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year, and with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They go play action. Now Mahomes.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. The Chiefs at 7-2 here on the year. And they come in off a loss last time out, but they're still in the midst of a good stretch here, CD. Winners of 7 of their last 9.
And the key for them, as I see it, tightening things up on defense, because the offense did its part. They played well, but defensively, way too many lapses and big plays allowed. That ultimately doomed them in their last ball game.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. Mahomes now to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis.
And the Saints are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Now they come into this one with an 0-8 record. The playoffs obviously out the window weeks ago. For now, their season boils down really to one question. How do we come up with that first win?
It's a great question, and I do think that they'll get it because they've been close a few times. But in order to get it done, morale has to stay high, so a lot of that goes on the coaching staff. You know, easy to coach when you're 7-1. That's a piece of cake. But with their record right now, how do they manage to keep these guys going in the right direction? And they're going to need some help from some of those veterans in the locker room as well. In every game, we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. On fourth down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Taken in at the 22. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Oh, he's good. And the ball is knocked out. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. And they put it on the ground here on the second drive. And, of course, Charles, that follows drive number 1 where they had the INT.
Makes you wonder what's going on with this team because a lot of times we can attribute it to nerves, but maybe it's a lack of focus. Maybe it's the preparation for the game. Maybe they just came into it a little lackadaisical because that's just not looking good at all. That's just not the football that we came here to see. That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Saints with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, but I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Now Cousins. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The sack by Ronald Darby coming from the corner. Now it's Chris Boswell on for the field goal try. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And did he have enough? He did. He kept it on line and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. And that will extend their lead even further.
So able to add on to their first half lead here, Charles, forcing the miscue with a fumble and then turning that into 3 points.
Yeah, and more than happy to accept any mistakes the other side is willing to make. No problem. You turn it over, we'll take that, and we'll use it to expand our lead.
And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
On first down, Mahomes. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for KC, and even 60 yards.
Patrick Mahomes, he can do everything seemingly, and that time he just reared back and let it fly.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Fourth down after the New Orleans defense holds serve. So on fourth down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. Butker's kick here is good, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw is Cousins. And that's incomplete.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half. Unable to connect on that.
It certainly seems like getting in the ball in the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. He's going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Now the punter, Sam Martin, called on to kick it away here. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
And he's taken down here by the Saints.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Throwing now is Mahomes. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. And this one is incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Now here's Mahomes. Wide open receiver, complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 19. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. They'll try to run this one in. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now Mahomes. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Bucker's kick here is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense going to head out now late in this first half. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Cousins now. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
This time they stay on the ground, and this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That's taken it around the 40, and he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Just a 30-yard punt that time, and out will come the offense as they take over. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
That one's on the former Patriot, Joe Tooney.
Still first down.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Mahomes going to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Butker's kick here is good, and that will do it for this 1st half. So we are past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Fielded right around the 8. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that...
And this is caught inside the 5. And in for the Chiefs touchdown.
The one thing that we know for sure, do not question the arm strength of Patrick Mahomes, one of the strongest around. Mahomes will throw for it.
And I'm telling you, nothing will let up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And the final readout on next-gen stats, remarkable. That ball traveling close to 80 yards in the air.
Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
On 2nd and 12, Cousins. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
On 3rd down, Cousins. It's complete to Parker, left side.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Has a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a 1st.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it's so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, and they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
A 10th carry for Kamara. Gets around him. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Cousins. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. Well, pounded up the middle with Kamara. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. So stuff for no gain on 2nd down brings up a pretty interesting 3rd from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it. I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, spread him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it.
Boswell's kick is good, and that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey.
He's got daylight. The 40. The 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A 93-yard kickoff return. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Well, we talk a lot about explosive plays on offense. How about an explosive play on special teams? Certainly one there on the kick return for a touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Set to take over once again. Out comes the Saints offense.
Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. From the 30 on 2nd down, Cousins gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver. It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and have the one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. That's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup of someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get... We're back now in KC.
2nd and 7.
It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing is Cousins. And that will be incomplete. Now it's Chris Boswell off for the field goal try. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt.